Hello, folks. We're the Lingenhoels, and I'm Arden.
And I'm Lisa.
And we're here with our special guests, Cheryl and Jordan Rich. They're from Virgil's. And if you haven't been to Virgil's, you need to get there.
Oh my goodness,
Absolutely.
yes.
They start with coffee in the morning.
Yep.
Well, maybe some people start with ice cream in the morning, but...
Depends. We do have some ice creamers in the morning.
And you go to ice cream in
By
the
night,
afternoon and evening. So we're going to talk to them in a little bit, but hey, let's get into, this was Easter, last weekend was Easter weekend.
Yeah.
And we had some nice Easter egg hunts in the community.
Yes, we did.
We had a little bit of rain.
Just a
put
little
a damper on our church Easter egg hunt.
Just for a minute. We had a wonderful Easter egg hunt at Eastwood Springs, and we had a fabulous Easter bunny that visited.
Oh, she was a gorgeous Easter bunny.
You don't know if it was a female or a male bunny.
Yeah, we do. I do.
She was a little on the thin side this year.
We'll let you guess who that might be. So, anyway, no, you did well with the kids. You only scared two little girls.
I know. There were only two that cried their eyes out.
They were screaming bloody murder when they went to sit on your lap.
Did you have a nice Easter?
We did. We had a very blessed Easter, yes.
Awesome.
Good.
Awesome.
Great.
Awesome. Rob, how was your Easter?
My Easter was fantastic. I got to spend it at Eastwood Springs and spent a lot of time with my mom and my sister and aunts and so forth. So it was a great day.
Good deal.
Great.
Good deal.
Great.
Well, hey, we got some sports, especially the ladies. Oh my gosh.
Softball. Let's talk about softball.
They're putting on a show.
Yes, they are.
So in comes the Green Bulldogs last night, 9-0, number one in the state, and we got them.
Yeah.
6-5 on a walk-off Shea O'Neal double that scored Leah Clogus.
Yes. Yep.
And the girls took the win.
Yeah.
And,
it was awesome.
Sorry, Bulldogs, you went home with a loss. So now you
That's
got a
okay.
blemish record. Sorry.
Yep. That was awesome.
And then,
Yeah, on to lacrosse. Lacrosse is awesome, isn't it?
yeah. So the lacrosse, we went to Boardman, and in double overtime, we took an 8-7 win. Double overtime.
Yeah.
Claire Jeanette scored the goal, and also Izzy Babcock had a hat trick.
Yeah.
And that is amazing. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
that is a little rough sport.
That
You
is.
think you could have played that?
No.
Oh, you could have put the hurt on some people, I think.
No.
Beat them over the head with your stick.
I could not even play ping pong.
You think did you ever play?
No.
No.
No
I was
sports?
a cheerleader. I did the easy
Oh.
stuff.
Okay.
Flashy
Yeah.
fingers.
Yeah,
There you
but
go.
you were an athlete.
Jordan is.
Jordan.
Volleyball and softball. Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
Jordan.
so you're softball.
I was.
Okay.
Well, good. So you can appreciate a walk-off
I
double
can, yeah, that's
against
great.
an undefeated
Okay.
team.
Absolutely.
That would make your day, wouldn't it?
For
That's
sure.
awesome.
So, and then on to track.
Yeah, we got to talk
Ladies
about
track.
middle school.
The middle school. Hayden Meyer broke the record for the middle school 1600 meter.
Yeah.
And that was previously, well, her time was 5:22. That broke the 10-year-old record. That was held by Cassidy Kiko. And Cassidy had it at 5:24. So,
Yeah.
what, 200ths of a second? My goodness.
Yeah.
That's a flash.
I'll tell you, we have got some amazing athletes. These girls that are coming up, that are there. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't you say that, Rob?
I really would, and I'll tell you what, I had the opportunity this past week to go out and cover the college commitment show, and they had 9 new commitments. This was the third one of the year that they always do, and of course Tate Aljancic was playing baseball, so he couldn't participate, so we could have had 10, but they had 9, just kind of highlighted by Ashton Marshall, going to play football at Walsh, and Lola Lucas is going to Heidelberg, Reese Klein to Clarion, and a couple of the boys soccer players, Nick Johnston and Caden Swope, and then cheerleaders Madison, Taylor, and the other two escaped me. But I'll tell you what just a great group of kids. I mean, all excellent students, but to have as many this year, and it just grew. I mean, we had a great number in the fall, and over the winter, of course, you had several of the basketball players, including Courtney Barwick and BG and Bo and a few of those guys. But we've had multiple commitments this year. So
Well, what about Will Aljancic?
Yeah.
He went in the transfer portal, and he was looking at Division I, and Holy Cross picked him up. And so he's going to go there and hopefully put on a show, because he put on a show the last couple of
Finley.
years.
Yeah.
And so
he made his
congratulations
grandma.
to him.
He made his grandma promise that she would fly out to watch him. So that was the.
I'm sure she will. So, well, we do have Second Friday coming up, May 9th. The band is Out of Eden, an Eagles tribute band. And I know that Arden's going to be on Main Street, rocking it out, singing a little bit of Eagles.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, I know a few Eagles
What
songs.
I remember you told me, well, no, I don't remember your favorite song.
Hotel California.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's a well-known song.
Yeah. So,
Do you know that, Jordan?
I
Hotel
do.
California?
I do.
All right.
okay.
I know Cheryl knows it.
Yeah, for sure. I have a dad that's
So-
very into
But
music.
anyway,
Yeah. So be ready, May 9th. So we'll be out on Main Street. For those of you who watched last week, Cohen Likens is on his journey for fundraising for cystic fibrosis. And once again, we'll have that number posted on our show and on social media. Get texting, check out our post, and support his cause for the next few weeks. So, yeah.
well, now our special
Now.
guests are up.
Yes.
You guys have sat there patiently. And so we're going to turn to Cheryl first. Tell us a little bit about your road here to Louisville. And
Yeah. Well, I'm Cheryl Rich. My husband is Jeff, and he's born and raised here in Louisville. I am not. I'm from a town a little south of here, Minerva.
oh,
And yeah, so we're just happy to be a part of it, to bring something special to Louisville.
yes.
And we'll talk more about that, I know, but that's who I am. And I have 3 sons, one of whom is married to Miss Jordan.
oh, he is so lucky, huh?
He is.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? What's your background?
I am also not from here. I'm from Menor, Ohio, up on the lake. And I met my now husband at Ohio State. We moved here in July of 2023, I think,
Okay.
about almost 2 years ago, coming up now. So, yeah, I am new to the area, but loving it so far, yeah.
Well, good, good. And, Cheryl and Jeff own Virgil's. And, Jordan, the CEO or the COO.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But anyway, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to grill them with a few questions. So see you in a second.
Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle with a great price? Then check out Ted's Auto Sales. Ted's has a great selection of vehicles and will find you the right one that fits your needs. Ted's was founded on trust, integrity, and respect, and has been serving in the Louisville, Ohio and Nimishillen Township area for over 65 years. So call Ted's today at 330-875-9401. Ted's Auto Sales, Louisville's premium pre-owned dealer.
Hello everyone, I'm Tegan Evans. As many of you know, when the Louisville Herald moved on into retirement, the city of Louisville, Nimishillen Township, and all of its community members were left with a void. The community lost its ability to hear about local events, news, information, sports, and community projects. We lost the ability to come together for Louisville's betterment. Well, we have a solution for you, Spotlight Media Network. Spotlight Media Network is a place anyone can go, whether it be social media, YouTube, or our website, that will display information in different formats to show the best Louisville has to offer. One last thing, if you have something newsworthy or something you would like the community of Louisville to hear about, send us an email at spotlightlouisville1@gmail.com. So if you want to see what is happening in Louisville or the best Louisville has to offer, check out Spotlight Media Network, where we know Louisville is #1.
Hi, folks. Hey, we're back, and we have Cheryl and Jordan Rich, and they're from Virgil's. And if you've not heard about Virgil's, you soon will.
Yes.
I think Lisa has some questions for you guys.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people probably want to know, where did the name Virgil's come from?
Well, we're Virgil's Coffee House and Creamery. And Virgil was my father-in-law, my husband's dad, who is from Louisville, was born and raised here. So I'm sure a lot of people know him or knew of him. And my family, or my husband's family, they've been in metal fabricating for a long time, and Virgil was a part of that. But he would often say, wouldn't it be nice to have an ice cream shop? Everybody's happy eating ice cream, right? Well, yeah,
Right.
that's true. So my husband always had that kind of filed back in his head. But through the years, actually, ever since Jordan has been a part of our family and my other daughter-in-law, and we were going on family vacations, we'd stay at Airbnbs and things and bed and breakfast. And so Jordan and I are always like, this is kind of cool. And I bet if you look on her phone, she has notes of, do you still have those notes?
All the different Airbnbs and everything we liked and didn't like, and what we would do in our future Airbnb. And we'd also go to different coffee shops on vacations, and same thing. Just,
Right.
You
Just
know,
see the things that we liked. So when the Juilliard house came up for auction in, I believe it was September of 22,
Yeah.
my husband, growing up in Louisville, riding his bike past that house, thinking, hey, this could be a good way to get Nathan and Jordan to move back to, they were in Columbus at the time, move back to Louisville to be a part of Midlake Products and start a new business. And at the time, we thought to do a bed and breakfast.
Okay.
But as we got into the house and did renovations, we knew we wanted to do a coffee shop to enhance the bed and breakfast idea. But then the house just kind of revealed things, and converting a 150-year-old plus home had its challenges, to say the least.
Yeah.
And so the idea of doing ice cream as well, and going back to that idea of my father-in-law, we kind of married all those ideas together.
Awesome.
So really, you didn't have experience prior to this, or did you?
So I had a little bit of experience. I've worked in the food industry pretty much my whole life, or since the day I could start working, I guess. When I
Okay.
turned 16, I worked at Dairy Queen as my first job, so I
Yeah.
got a little bit of ice cream experience.
Okay.
And then I worked at a small family-owned Italian restaurant in my hometown for about 2 to 3 years. So got a little bit of that, close-knit, small
Yeah.
family business kind of feel. And then throughout college, I worked at a restaurant and bar on Ohio State's campus. So I got that experience in a really fast-paced environment, making
Okay.
drinks, different kind of drinks, but
Yeah.
drinks nonetheless. And then I graduated and worked for about 3 years at a corporation in Columbus, Abercrombie and Fitch. If you guys have heard of it. I worked for their headquarters as I did inventory management, financial planning, and was an analyst there. So got a little bit of business background as well. So kind of I married all of my experience and brought a lot of that here to what we're doing at Virgil's today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've got this right. We're coming up on April 23rd, and I believe that is the big 1-year anniversary.
Ah,
1 year
yeah, 1
here.
year, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
What a crazy
is,
year.
It is.
It's
We-
flown,
Yeah.
but also felt like the longest year ever.
So what are the big plans for the 1-year anniversary?
Celebration.
Yeah.
So yes, our 1 year, we will have a little bit of a special promo going on for both drinks and ice cream. Regular sized drinks and single scoops of ice cream will all be buy one, get one free.
Oh, wow.
So you can come in, bring a friend with you, they'll get theirs for free, or you can come in and get 2 of something, try 2 different things, get one for free. But yeah, it should be fun.
Hey, what is your most popular flavor of ice cream?
I would say, tell me if you disagree, cookie butter is probably our number one. It was kind of our special from day one. It was actually the first flavor we ever came up with.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've ever had cookie butter. It's like a
Yes, I did. I had it at Rotary.
Okay.
Cheryl brought it to Rotary, and I had it.
I
It was
did.
awesome.
So we have like the creamy Biscoff butter with crushed up Biscoff cookies in there, and it's really good. It's extra good in the form of an affogato. If you've ever had an affogato, it's kind of where we marry the coffee and ice cream sides of the business, and we pour hot espresso over ice cream. It gets kind of melty.
Just had one.
It's
Just had one a
especially
couple
good
weekends
with
ago.
The cookie butter.
I was down to see my daughter in Cincinnati, and she said, "Dad, you got to have one of these." It was unbelievable.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
it was really good.
See the things that he has when I'm not around.
Well, you know,
So-
I have to challenge my palate. You know.
So coming up on this 1 year, in this year, what are the things that you've learned throughout the year? Things that maybe you might be changing, or just things that have happened over the year.
Well, first of all, I think that it's hard for any new business. That first year is really hard.
Yeah.
And I like to give credit to 3 J's. Jesus for one, because none of this makes sense. You know, it's just as we came up with this idea, every step of the way, we're like, is this what we're supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
And if you see the fruits of the things that you're doing, then you're doing the right thing. And I see that in our family, our extended family. Just, you know, it's just such a cool thing to share. I see it with our community. It's such a, you know, when I hear families out on the patio or college kids upstairs studying, it's just a great environment. And even our employees, like, you know, I feel like they're, you know, I'm an empty nester now, but now I have these work kids who I just adore. So I attribute that. And then Jeff, my husband, is a very wise businessman. He keeps us, you know, his whole thing this whole year was build the brand. He tells me that I'm like a squirrel at a nut convention. I always want to do this or do that or do that. But he's very focused, you know, and he helps focus me and us. And there are times, I mean, there were tears shed the past year, but, you know, when Jeff says, you guys, we can do this, I believe him. So I do it, we do it. And then the third J is Jordan.
Aww.
You know, she brings, you know, she's whip smart. And we're just happy to have her. You know, she it doesn't matter what she chooses to do, she's going to do it well. And so, you know, she's just done a great job. You know, first of all, making drinks and hiring good people. And so, I say the 3 J's. And then I'm just the cheerleader, happy for everybody, and just keep everybody motivated.
Well, once a cheerleader, always a cheerleader.
I guess
right?
so. I guess so.
Yeah, I think
that's
for me, like patience was a big thing. You know, whether we had a line down the sidewalk, being patient in employees and making mistakes, and you know, being able to make mistakes and recover from that. And then also, you know, in the months that weather was terrible and you know, business maybe wasn't down the sidewalk, but just being patient in those times as well. And then having a good business plan. I was very blessed and thankful to have had the time in between quitting my job at Abercrombie in Columbus and then coming here. There were a couple months in between, and I was able to really research a lot, build a business plan, you know, have systems in place ready to go rather than just kind of, you know, jumping into it, fire hose to the face. I think like we had a lot of things already planned out, which was really helpful leading into it. I don't think a lot of people starting a new business necessarily have that time in between, you know, quitting their job. And so I was very blessed and fortunate for that. And then I think my third thing would just, like you said, be hiring the right people. I think our employees were just like so important to us, and definitely couldn't have done it without them, for sure.
Well, that's great. That's great. Yeah, we found out a couple shows ago, we had the folks from the All Gallery, and I guess they had some displays down at Virgil's.
Some art. We have some students.
Middle school.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
middle school students? Okay,
Yeah.
I remember they mentioned something about
Yeah,
that.
awesome.
We
Some
love
elementary
that.
students
Or
too.
elementary,
we have four displays, I believe, easels around, and it showcases actually high school as well. Elementary school, middle school, and
wonderful.
high school. We have
That's
usually
great.
at least one of each, I think.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. We get a lot of people asking if they can buy the pieces of art.
Really?
I'm like, it actually belongs to a kindergartner. But
Oh my gosh.
Well, and right now, one of our employees, his work is
Yes.
on display as well. So we love that. I mean, it was.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How many employees do you have?
we have about 15 right now.
Oh my goodness.
It ebbs and flows, but we usually are around the 15 mark. And like I said, could not have done the last 365 days without every single one of those kids. And like Sherry said, they have become like our family, and you know, they have shared their feedback, opinions with us as we've started the new business, and you know, what they like and dislike has helped us kind of form our menu and make decisions. And they've just been so flexible and, you know, responsible. And they've been
Picked
great.
good
We
ones.
could not have picked better ones.
That's wonderful. And tell us a little bit about your menu, because we know ice cream and coffee, but I think you have a little bit of food too.
Yeah, for sure. I'll speak to the coffee and food side. So we have, like you said, variety of coffee drinks. You know, lattes, mochas, cappuccinos, anything espresso based. You know, we also have teas, organic teas, iced tea, hot tea. We have a new sparkling energy drink that's derived from like a natural caffeine source. So that's kind of cool as well. It's a new thing we introduced not too long ago. On the food side, we typically, you know, are more err on the side of breakfast food. So we have breakfast sandwiches, breakfast burritos, bagels, pastries, like muffins, scones, that kind of thing. Protein balls that we make in-house. And yeah, it definitely errs more on the side of breakfast foods. And then, like you said, we're kind of, you know, in the morning, coffee and food. And then by afternoon and evening, we go to the ice cream. So I'll
Transition over.
Yeah.
You can still get coffee though at night. But yeah, night is mostly our ice cream.
Yeah.
And you have a beautiful patio out there.
Yes, we do.
yeah.
I know that Jeff was out. We were sitting out in the patio, and Jeff was watering the beautiful. You have the hanging baskets around. It's really gorgeous out there, and sitting out there in the summer's
It is.
awesome.
We look forward to the patio season. We didn't realize how much we missed it until it finally started getting warmer, and everyone started sitting out there the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
So, any future plans?
Yes.
Yeah. I actually
Should
don't.
we get to hear about it first here?
Actually,
There are some rumors out there, but
Okay.
Yeah,
Jordan
we
can
haven't
settle
put
that.
this out to the public yet, so this is actually the first time we've
Okay.
announced it. But we are expanding in a way. So since we've opened, you know, since we have kind of two businesses in one, we've always struggled in space, storage space, space for production. And so we actually just purchased / are in the works of purchasing the old post office right a block outside of town.
Oh, yeah.
So we plan to use that space for expanding our production capabilities, you know, and by doing that we can, you know, offer more products, more flavors, that kind of thing. So we're excited to offer that to the community. And
That's
Now, will
awesome.
that just be kind of a assembly warehouse area or retail?
Phase one, yes. Assembly, production, and that's kind of where phase one ends. We're hoping, I think, in the future to, you know, allow the community to be in there and see the space. So that would be phase two, phase three down the road. But yeah, as of now, we kind of need to get back out of I believe our back kitchen is like 300 square feet or less, maybe. And it's just obviously put a strain on how many flavors we can offer, how many items we can offer. You know, people come and ask us, you know, will you have like gluten-free muffins? And it's just at this point a matter of space for us and storage space. So we're excited to, you know, get the ice cream production out of there, and then we can expand on the coffee and food side as well.
Well, you guys have some folks come in for special occasions, and you teach them how to make ice cream. I know the Andersons have been in, and they're friends of ours, and they were so excited. They loved it.
Yeah.
It was fun, and they were witnesses to how small of an area that we actually work in, and really we've done it beautifully. That's why we're closed on Mondays. Monday is our ice cream production day. Jeff leaves his full-time job and comes and makes ice cream all day on Mondays. But with the new facility, we'll be able to make ice cream and not be in the way of the girls. And we also want to do like cakes and pies and some other. We're dabbling in some other things as well. But it was a joy to have people come in and see, because they're always surprised to see our ice cream machine is called an Emery Thompson, and it's really the size of a microwave. And our ice cream is made literally one bucket at a time. So when you come and you see the kids pull the white buckets up out of the dipping cabinet, that's how much it makes at one time. So
Oh, wow.
it is a process, and we're cutting all the Oreos, cutting all the Reese cups, cutting up the pecans and such. So with the new facility, we can be spread out and do that job any day of the week rather than
Yeah.
solely on Mondays.
Yeah. Wow. So everybody, you heard it here first. That's
More Virgils
really,
to come.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
That's a great location. And
That is.
it's not too far from you.
Yeah,
so
we
you
can
No,
walk right over.
it'll
Walk
be
across
perfect.
the street.
And we have other plans, but phase one is just the manufacturing. But we do want, just like how people can come and enjoy Virgil's, the former Juilliard home, we would like people to be able to enjoy the old post office.
Yeah.
Oh,
Such
yeah.
a great building.
That's wonderful.
It
Yeah.
is.
That is
It
wonderful. Well,
I think that's the end of our show.
I
hate
don't
it
know.
because
I know. I just want to. I just want to talk about ice cream and coffee and
I
pastry.
think they
Just
brought,
come on over.
I think they brought some things for us. That's why we're wrapping up.
Arden
And I
just-
think we're going to go out there.
I think
and maybe,
Arden and Rob just want to go and
I
eat.
think we have to eat something here.
Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Oh, your hours. Would you tell everybody your hours?
Yeah. So right now, like Sherry said, we're closed on Sundays and Mondays. So we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We'll eventually extend in the summer. So beginning in May, we will be open until 8 p.m.
Oh, okay.
So we're actually doing that a little earlier this year. I think last year we started summer hours in June, but we've gotten a lot of requests and feedback. It's sunny, it's nice, it's still light out past 7 p.m. So we're gonna start extending in May.
So Tuesday through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday.
7 to 8,
Yep.
starting
Okay.
in May, June, July, and August. It breaks my heart because I'm usually there at the end of the day, and we close up, and about 10 after 7, someone comes for ice cream. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to extend those hours beginning in May.
Okay.
So you can come till 8.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
stay in light a little bit longer.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
People,
Yep.
Well, I do need to thank you very much because you have helped us with Yard of the Week.
Oh, yeah.
And helped us
yeah.
sponsor that.
Uh-huh.
And so we are going to be starting that again in May on not Labor Day, on Memorial Day. So everybody get your yards ready.
Yeah, get them spruced up.
We do, Virgil's helps us with those gift cards that we give out to the best yard of the week. So thank you for helping us with that.
I don't know if
So
people are more excited about getting the award or
they
going to
want
Virgil's.
your gift card.
They want the gift cards.
They want
to
your
get
ice
the Virgil's.
cream.
Great, great.
But yeah, thank you. So I think that's a wrap.
Well,
I think,
you always say,
have a great week, everybody. And if you're thinking about buying or selling in Louisville or around the community, give us a call. We'll be out to take a look at your house. If you'd like to know the value of your house, give us a call. We'll take a look at it. Have a great week, everybody. And thanks, Jordan and Cheryl, for coming
Thank you
down.
guys
Thank you
having
for
us.
having us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
See you soon. Take care.
bye-bye.